Hello, my name's Miki Byrne. This is a short story. It's called Dog Days. The dog snarled, showing yellow white teeth. The boy faced it, lower lip trembling and hands groping behind him at the gates that remained stubbornly closed. The dog tensed, hackles high, and the black patent leather of its lip curved dangerously up over the sharp incisors. I approached, walking slowly up behind the dog and facing the boy. "Stop it," I commanded mentally. "Stop it now. Back off the boy." The dog turned its dark, sleek head, ears pricked and teeth still bared. The boy remained rigid. "Yes, you big, bullying mongrel. Come to me. Do it now." The dog, a Doberman cross I would guess, glanced at the boy, then at me. "Come on, time to move. Come this way, good boy." By now the familiar tingle of my bladder filling up was making itself known. I looked at the boy. "It's okay now," I called. "Walk away slowly. Go." He began to crab sideways for a few steps, then ran, arms and legs pumping. The dog ambled over. It was tall, smooth-haired, and black and tan in colour. There the resemblance to a pedigree stopped. The dog had unusually large feet, a whiskery muzzle, and a long tail that hung listlessly behind it. It wore no collar and was in need of a thorough brushing. "What were you doing?" I asked him. "He threw stones at me." "Well, you should rise above it and walk away. It's what kids do sometimes." "Can't. I'm a dog." "Hey, why are you in my head? Go away." "Can't. I've had this thing since I was 9. "You can hear me then?" "Yes, just as you can hear me." "All the time? Every dog you meet?" "No, only when there's danger or something to set the adrenaline going." "You smell funny, human girl." "Well, the downside of it is that every time I communicate with a dog, I need to pee. My kidneys seem to produce a pheromone, and dogs tune into it. They like it. That's why they don't bite me. Humans don't notice it." "Well, they wouldn't, would they? Your noses are useless." He looked at me, head tilted sideways, and ears slightly lowered now. "You're weird." "And you're savage. Would you have bitten him?" "Nah, just scared the little back. I'm glad to hear it. You could be put down for that." "I know. That's why I didn't." "You're fidgeting." "Of course, I'm bursting. I need a loo." I looked around. No cafes, no pubs, and no public conveniences. The dog maintained his stare, raised his back leg, and peed. A long, steady stream. I clenched my pelvic floor muscles hard. My stomach began to ache. "You did that on purpose?" "Yep," he yelped, and began a rhythmic huffing sound that I swear was laughter. "You behave yourself," I told him. The dog trotted away, tail in the air. I noticed that the gates that the boy had been leaning against were those of a small park, neatly laid out and bright with spring flowers. Thank God, there might be a loo. I walked as fast as I could, moving my legs only from the knees down. My thighs were clamped together, and every muscle strained for release. I reached the gates and shuffled through. By my increasing discomfort, I realised if there was a loo further into the park, I wouldn't make it. I doubled over, holding my stomach. The folds of my long skirt crumpled in my hands as I pressed them to my aching lap. I'd given up jeans and underwear when I realised this odd phenomena could strike me at any time. The discomfort was now unbearable. I saw a flower bed close by to my left. It was large and round, edged with colourful flowers, and held in its centre a circle of dark, shining rhododendron bushes. I looked around, saw no one, and pushed through the bushes to a small bare area of earth in the middle. Perfect. I lifted my skirt, squatted, and felt a wave of delicious relief sweep over me. Thankfully, I knew that now dogs' brains would remain inaccessible to me for another 24 hours. That's how it worked, like a reset mechanism. I had just taken a tissue from my pocket when I saw a patch of green leaves begin to move. I froze as a large, wet nose pushed through the leaves. Simultaneously, a rather deep voice said, "Excuse me, madam, is this your dog?"